Hey everyone, it's Amy at Dragonspit Apothecary. Welcome to this week's Oil Oracle card reading. So happy you joined me. I think these are a lot of fun, and I enjoy just spending the time connecting with you on this topic. So this week, I pulled from a new set of cards I have called the Crystal Spirits. And I admit I am learning about crystals. I know a lot of people are way into them. I'm not sure I can pronounce some of these, but I've really enjoyed understanding how the crystals can relate to natural products and how we can align them to really get some benefits out of these crystals and the oils together. So it took me a little, I've had these cards for a while, but it took me a while to align them and really feel comfortable working with them in a way that created kind of this reading that we're going to do today. So I'm so glad you're here to share this with me. If you haven't checked this out before, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Every Friday I do a YouTube video about oil oracle card readings. We pull cards. We also do them on the full moons of every month. And we just kind of talk about what they mean and how they can help us in our lives. And then I also recommend natural oils and products to support them. Now, up front, I'm going to tell you, I only recommend what I personally use, and I only use doTERRA oils. I think they're wonderful. They're high quality. I trust them on my family and myself, and I've never had any issues with them. If you have questions about that, you can outreach to me either here on a comment or on my website, dragonspitapothecary.com. Happy to explain to you why I use them, what I use them for. You'll get some of that through the reading today, of course. But if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate. Even if you use other oils and just want to know more about doTERRA, I'm happy to share that too. Okay, so this week, normal card reading, 3 cards, and we talk about what we need this weekend, what we need next week, and a card from the universe. Okay, and again, these are the crystal cards, so I think they're pretty cool, right? And I've really been looking forward to doing this one. So let's jump right in. So what we need this weekend came out to be Bixbyte. It's kind of this little pinkish crystal. Okay. And this card was well, I think all these cards are really interesting, but when I was reading what they mean, I was pretty amazed at the depth at which they come out and what they can do. So this card is about drive, so motivation, courage, kind of that full speed ahead, hold no prisoners kind of mentality, right? That's what this card represents. And so it's telling us that there's a time to hesitate and a time to move forward with conviction, courage, and total determination, like an all-in mentality. And that time is now. Okay? It's time to quit thinking about something, overanalyzing it, doing your research. All that's behind us. It's time to move. And this is telling us to take that deep breath, trust the process, and go for it. Okay? And be fierce. Push through those obstacles with laser focus and intensity, and nothing's going to stand in your way right now. You are meant to feel that drive, that high motivation at this moment to break chains that are binding you, holding you back from achieving things that are that you want and that are holding you back into unhealthy patterns that it's time to break up with. Okay, and that could be relationship, it could be a lot of things. This is time to be your own best advocate. Like I said, this is a pretty powerful little crystal, if you want my opinion. Okay, so this is a propel you forward kind of crystal. It's your ally. Now's the time to be fearless and go, go, go. So let go of anything that's impeding you. Act on the inner conviction to bring love into your life and nourishing relationships that are healthy. This is a time, no more to-do lists, okay? Enough planning. This is for connecting and reconnecting with those that you have said you want to get to know better. It's love is overdue. if it's connection on the relationship level for you, and healing things in our relationships that we need to heal. Okay. Now, when you think about prosperity, this card is pretty powerful there too, and it's exactly what you were meant to do on your quest. Okay, and it's time to get on that quest mission. You got a map, you've thought things through, or maybe you haven't, but it's time to go. You start working on that prosperity challenge that you got ahead of you. Claim your power, co-create a foundation for any adventure you want to take right now. You've got a strong boat that you can be in to make it happen. Okay, and that boat is your confidence. Okay, so this is a pretty rare crystal. Again, I admit I'm newer to the crystal knowledge, but this is apparently a pretty rare one. So when it comes up, it's pretty important. And, you know, a little bit packs a big punch. And it's an excellent stone for self-esteem, confidence, courage, and energy to take action, right? And that's what this whole reading's been about. Now, for that reason, I aligned this crystal to these 3 oils: black pepper, peppermint, and the doTERRA Elevate and the doTERRA Motivate. Okay, that was 4 oils, sorry. So these 4 oils I felt aligned pretty well to this Big Spite crystal, because they too are very good at detoxing and making things very crystal clear and pushing us with that right energy to get going on what we need to be working on. So for instance, peppermint is very good for focus. And let's say that you got a little bit of headache. You dab some on your forehead and behind your ears, back of your neck. It relieves that so you can see clearly and get back to your work. And you know, these 4 oils are also very energizing. Okay, so they're going to give you that boost to move forward. Okay, and they're supportive, right? So they align with things like confidence, self-assurance, contentment with who you are, and being able to speak your mind in a positive way to get to where you need to go. Okay, so we need to work on that this weekend. We need to pull out our courage and move forward on what we've been thinking about doing for way too long. Okay, whether that's professional, personal, or something else, it's time to move. Okay. Whew, these are big cards. All right, our next card. This is what we need next week. And this is emerald. Okay, we need some emerald. Who doesn't need emerald anytime? So this is the card of love and prosperity. Okay, and it stems from the heart. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about emerald, but it's about love and prosperity. And it's the giving and receiving of love, opening our heart to love and friendship, and embracing unity. So, you know, love is like a light, many different ways that it can form in our life. But this emerald spirit is opening us up to a lot of ways and colors to become a channel for healing where we need to have that happen. And you are very capable of turning into love, even if you've been heartbroken before. So it's a frequency that we need to leverage right now for that connection, and aspire to be the person that we want to be, to draw love to us. And it's meant to flow from us to others. Okay, you're not supposed to hold on to it. You know, it might be that we've been waiting a long time for the right person. If you're in that situation, it could be that you've been waiting for the right opportunity. Now's the time to pursue it. Okay, and you start that by working on yourself and feeling that you have healed and become the person who can radiate, receive, and give love, friendship, connection, unity with others. Okay, now the prosperity piece of this, because love can be very prosperous, but the prosperity piece of this is that it's our natural birthright to support one another. Okay, and in business and financial dealings, we need to ask, what would love do? And lead by our heart. Okay, leading with a loving heart to guide and be self-loving towards each other, even those coworkers who get on your nerves, even those bosses who are real just jerks. Lead with our heart and give others without fear that we won't get a return on our investment. Okay, love and prosperity actually flow very naturally together when they are in perfect alignment. So, that old saying, money can't buy love, is true, but love can buy money because you're leading with your heart, and you will not ever be poor in love or things that you need when you work in that way. Okay, so this emerald is telling us that we carry a universal love within us, and we need to open our heart and let it soothe us and allow the release of blockages that are preventing us from feeling love, receiving love, giving love, and being compassionate and seeking out the things that will bring us prosperity. Okay, so for obvious reasons, I aligned this card to rose oil, the doTERRA rose, because rose is the highest frequency known, and it is the card of unconditional love. And it is also the card, it's the Queen of Flowers, right? And that's always associated with love and prosperity. I also aligned this with marjoram and cedarwood, because while we can get carried away with the emotions of love, I think these two, marjoram and cedarwood, bring us back to that grounding place so that we work in unison for what we really need. And we're pursuing things that are healthy, and we're grounded in that opening of ourselves to be a good steward of love. Okay, so we need some of that next week. And again, I think these are pretty intense cards with a lot of information that support us. So the third card I pulled was from the universe, and it's fluorite. I hope I'm saying these right. I've been practicing, but I don't know because I'm not that familiar yet with all these crystals, but fluorite is what I believe this one is, and this is the card of clarity. Okay, clarity in our heart, body, and mind. And obviously we've been talking a lot about clarity throughout this whole reading, but when we have the courage to move in what we need, and if you got to have clear mind to do that, right? Because otherwise you're going to drive yourself mad thinking, oh, would have, should have, could have. So this is the card of clarity and purity, clear focus, and uncluttered thinking. Okay, so if you think back to that first card where we had that Bixbyte crystal, and it's talking about being courageous and moving and get going, quit stalling on your goals. It is because you have leveraged the things that are coming from the universe, okay? And they're still there to support you in this process of moving forward with them. So, when your path is clear, you got no reason to stop. You can just fly through. And it gives you that sense of purpose and enthusiasm for what you're doing. So this card helps you when that confusion starts to set in and you go, oh my, what have I been doing? This removes that. Okay, so it's okay to go. It's okay. You do what you need to do right now and trust that you've got the tools in place to help you when you start feeling that doubt. Okay, and it reminds you that you can achieve clarity by slowing down a little bit and consciously choosing to release confusion and distractions. Stay on track. Remember your purpose. Okay, obstacles kind of create that slippery slope of things, and this fluorite just takes that away. Okay, so in relationships, this one kind of helps. It's the Sleeping Beauty crystal. So it awakes you from the spell, and it creates that, ooh, I'm awake now, right? That feeling of, okay, I see what's around me. I get what's going on. And it breaks us out of this belief that we're not worthy of things like love. Okay. And we're able to leave unhealthy patterns as a result of this and get to what is right for us. Now, when you think about prosperity, this is where you become crystal clear on what you want to do and how to go about doing it. You move in love, wisdom, and strength. Okay, you're going to get there, and you got you're in the right place at the right time right now. And remember that money is a symbol of abundance, and prosperity shows up in different ways. So keep your eyes open. Okay, so this is telling us, this crystal particularly is looking for laser sharp focus and giving us the opportunity to know we have what we need. We can keep moving. We got the tools in our tool bag to pull out when we need them. So this is, telling us, sleep well, go do what you need to do, get going on it. There's no need to wait. You have what you need to focus, okay? So with this one, I aligned these 3 oils for this message from the universe. I aligned peppermint, patchouli, and grapefruit. And let me tell you why. So peppermint, we just talked about that in the other one because it came up in the first one for the Bix Bite, is for focus. So it's relieving that confusion, right? Crystal clear on where we're going, what we're doing. Patchouli is an intuition oil. So you feel very insightful. And it's like a wisdom-based acknowledgement. And it helps you create that inspired thinking to act on what you need to act on and to stay focused on it, okay? And grapefruit is another one. It's a detoxer. It clears away the clutter. It allows you to spring free from the things that you've been doing that haven't really been helping you out that much, but you've been doing them anyway because no one else was doing them, and they got to get done. Supposedly, they got to get done. So grapefruit is an oil to kind of assess that and say to yourself, why am I doing this? What's the value in it? Am I really the only one who can do it? And start putting priority on those things so that you can focus on what's important for you. Okay? So, wow, these are these are really big cards. Thumbs up if you like them. And I would love your feedback on how you feel like this reading applies and how these crystals and the oils I recommended for you line up. I would love to hear that. And if you don't use oils now, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you get them. Again, you can visit my website, dragonspitapothecary.com. Reach out to me. Happy to help you get what's right for you. I've got this lifestyle wellness questionnaire on the website. It walks you through a full assessment of you so that you're not spending money on things you don't need. We hone in on exactly what you're needing in this time, and we make sure it fits in your budget, because I am not about anyone going in debt to live naturally. To me, that is the opposite of living naturally. So if you have questions, reach out. And until next week, we will talk again. Bye.